So to start off, I really kind of want to go through some of the basics of Canva, just so you kind of get an idea of how to move around in here and kind of what you can do. Now I'm going to be going over this as I go through different designs that you can make with Canva, but I just think it's kind of nice if I just kind of show you around a little bit. So when you first come into Canva and you get signed up, this is where you're going to start. You're going to start on this screen and you won't have anything under your designs yet, so this part will just be blank. However, you can search for things up here in the search bar. You can also click create a design here. You can click create a design from here. All of your designs after you have gone through and made them are going to be here in all your designs. One thing you need to know, so I have a tendency to use the same template over and over when I'm doing things like a thumbnail. Or oftentimes I will do that if I'm doing something for an Instagram post, and it is going to save your last one. So it's not going to save every single one unless you do something special to create a folder or something like that. So I think that's important to know, because you may think you can come back later and get it, and it's actually been replaced by your most recent design. So that's very important to understand. This is all of the templates they have. They are broken out by category. This is the photos that they have. So these are stock photos. All right, so stock photos are photos that have been taken by either professional photographers or people who kind of have a hobby in photography. So they're very professional looking, and they're great for when you need an image and you're not going to be using something like your product. This is where all the different things that you can print out from Canva itself. So you can use t-shirts, business cards. You can do those from here. You can set yourself up a brand kit. So this would be about branding your company, things that you can do. So if there's specific fonts you want to use, subheadings, things like that, colors. The design school has a lot of different educational features in Canva that you can browse through and see little tutorials on different things that you can use in Canva. And you can also create a team. Okay, so if you wanted to send an invitation to someone who is maybe a virtual assistant for you or something of that nature, your spouse, or someone who's going to be doing graphics for you, you would send them that. So let's just pull up something in here so that I can show you a few things. So we'll pull up this one. I use this one all the time. So this is my thumbnail. And there's a lot of different things that you can change about designs in Canva. So over here on the left is kind of it's like a dashboard, okay? These are your tools. These are templates. Photos come next, so we talked about that. Those are stock photos. So elements is going to be anything such as shapes, just little emojis and different things like that. So there's a lot of things in here that you can use. When you're looking at these, you do want to make sure that you're hovering over them and you can see that free. Do you see that where it says free? You see this one, it has a little crown on it and says free next to it. So what that means is that's a premium. That's a premium image. So you would have to have their premium license, which I think is around $12 a month in order to use that. However, what you really need to know about this is these up here. These are placeholders for photos. So if I were to take this photo out, you can see behind it is a placeholder. So anything that has the little green grass and the little sky with a little cloud, that is a placeholder. So the reason that you want that there is because if you go to put a picture in here and you don't have a picture placeholder, it's going to try to go in the entire background. That's not really what you want. This is text, so you can add any kind of text you want. These down here are just different ways that you can have your text look. You can, of course, change any of this, okay? But there's some really cute little ways. So you see how it's kind of looping around here. You see how this one kind of has almost like an outline. So you can look all down here and see all different kinds of text. So you see how this love is split up. Okay, these are little short videos, so you might want to add a short video into something. These are going to be more like for maybe if you wanted to have a little short video in your story or something along those lines. These are backgrounds, so you can have any number of backgrounds. So this right here, this purple area here, this is the background. So if I wanted to change out the background, I could do that just by clicking over here. See, and it's going to go through and change out the background. The way that you can tell what you're affecting in Canva is by the little blue box. So do you see this blue box here? So when I clicked inside this picture placeholder, you can see that there is a blue outline around it. There are little dots in the corners, and there's also some on the sides and on the top and bottom. So what this means is that I can adjust the size of this just by simply holding down my left mouse key and hovering over where that little dot is and grabbing it. I'm holding down my mouse key and I'm able to drag it all around. I'm able to change the width and the height. So anytime you see those little white either dashes or dots, that means that you can change it. I can do that over here, over here. When I'm clicked on the entire thing, you can see it has the blue line around the entire template. So there's any number of things that you can use. Okay, uploads is where you're going to be pulling up images of your own. Okay, so you want your images to be as clear and crisp as possible. So you definitely want to make sure that you're using more of a professional type look. So you can see this is a professional picture. Okay, the lighting is good, the focus is good. This is what I would call an amateur picture. Okay, so the lighting is not good. There's lighting coming in all directions. There's all kinds of things in the background. So you really want to be intentional when you're taking your pictures and when you're putting those images into anything that would be on your social media. It's very easy to replace the pictures with this little placeholder. You just grab something from your list, hold it with your left mouse button, and drag it over, okay? So you can see what a difference it makes if you have a nice, crisp, clear image. That is not a nice, clear, crisp image. So you want to be super careful with the type of pictures that you put in there. So you see this is nice and bright. You can see all the colors. It looks professional. It looks like a good picture. So you really want to be careful. See, this is dark. Okay, so it just doesn't give really that look that you want to have. Down here is your folders. So you can create all kinds of folders so that you can keep your designs, share them with other people. You know, you have a logo. Down in this more section, you can pull in Giphy. You can put things in your Dropbox or pull them in from your Dropbox. You can drop things into Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And let's look at a couple of other things, just kind of how things work in Canva. Okay, so up here is your color. So if we were going to look at this color that is in the background, and I didn't really want that colored background, I could just come over here to this color and I could just pick a specific color and click on that color and it's going to change that background. Okay, so that's what this button does. This button changes out your color. You can also change out text. So when you are highlighted in your text, remember, we're looking for where that blue box is. Up here at the top, this first one is your font. So that's the way this font, the way this text is written out. This is the size of the text. Both of these have drop downs so that you can change it if you want to use a different type of font, if you want to use a different size. If you want to change the text color, you would click in here. So you can change out the text color. You can make it italicized. You can change the alignment. So if you wanted it to be centered, if you wanted it to be left, right, you can change that here. So you see, just click on them. This is going to make things uppercase, lowercase. This is going to make things into a list format, and this is going to affect the spacing. So the spacing would be how far apart the letters are going to be in your text. So those are really important things to understand because you're going to be able to get it to look the way that you want it to. You can duplicate anything. So if you see this cute little border I have around here, if I wanted to duplicate that, I could duplicate that so that I could put it around my picture. And all I did was click that little duplicate button. But here's the important piece. You have to make sure you know where that blue outline is so you know what it is you're duplicating. You can also delete it just by hitting the delete key on your computer. This is the position. So what that means, when you're talking about position, what you're really talking about is you're talking about a layer. So when you look at a graphic, we have layers on this graphic. The purple background is layer 1. That picture is layer 2 over on this side. Then we have a border, layer 2 here. And then we have a little bit of this stars, that is a 3rd layer. And then this is a 4th layer. So everything that you put on top of that background is going to create a layer. So if you wanted this to be behind the purple, if you clicked on position and you moved it forward, you can see what happens is, I said that wrong. Let's redo that. So let's take, for example, this border. Okay, so you see how I have the stars and the little things in front of that border. If I wanted that border to be front, I would click on that border so that it's highlighted. I would click position and I would click forward. So what that does is that moves that to the forward and it moves all those little stars to the behind it. So what you're doing is you're setting which part is going to be seen first. Okay, so I really like it kind of hanging out over that border, so I'm going to put it to the back. So that's what you're doing. If you wanted to put, see how when I take this and I move it over to where my picture is, well, you can't see it. And the reason is because that picture is in front of that layer. So if I went over here to the position and I moved it forward, now you can see it. So that's how position works. It just tells Canva where you want that to be in the graphic. Do you want it to be in the front? Do you want it to be in the back? Do you want it to be seen? Do you not want it to be seen? And so on and so forth. This is transparency. Okay, so you're not going to need this very often. This is link. This is lock, delete. Okay, the last thing I want you to see is up here at the very top, there is a little place for a name. If you will name it before you download it, it will automatically make that the name. So you won't have to download it and then name it on your computer later. So this saves you a step. You can share your images here and you can download from here. So when you click on the download button, you're going to have some additional options. The formats that you're really going to be working with are PNG and JPG. So JPEG, which is probably something that you're used to, and PNG. This is a high quality image. This is a lower quality image. Okay, sometimes they will accept PNG and sometimes they'll only accept JPG. So that's why those both formats are on there. I generally stick with PNG. When you're ready, you just click download. These are pro options here. So if you, let's say, made a logo, you would want to have a transparent background because you would not want that white to be showing in the back. So that's what that means. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a base so that when you start watching the videos and going through some of the different templates that we do, it kind of gives you an idea of where everything is located and how it works in Canva.